There we go. Recording
Okay, there we
started.
go. Hey, Auntie.
Hey, Ash. And hey, y'all. Welcome to Hey Auntie and Ash. We know we've been all over the place,
Yes,
but
we
this is a
have.
new year and it's gonna be better. I keep trying to figure out where I'm putting my shoulder here. Okay, so this we're gonna be better, but y'all just ride with us, hang with
Please.
us. So Ash, what are we talking about today?
So
Let's
we
just
are
dive
talking
in.
about a bunch of. Well, let's back up.
Hmm.
Welcome to Hey, Auntie and Ash, where we bridge generations through conversations about politics, culture, and mental health. So today we're
Hmm.
going to be talking about a little bit of culture and
Hmm.
a little bit of course, mental health is going to be splashed all up and through there. So
Hmm.
yeah. Um, where do we want to start? Oh, Love is Blind is
No, 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 no. Let's do Love is Blind last. Listen, listen. I say that because y'all, we are way on the back. We are so slow because we had technical issues
we
last week,
did.
but we have got to talk about our boy K Dot and his
Like,
halftime
oh,
show.
oh, JC like must have on a beat boat, beat boat, beat boat.
So my favorite song is Squabble Up, as you know. I mean, I love all of them. Of course, Not Like Us is the bomb, but Squabble Up is my when he dropped GNX, Squabble Up was the one. Squabble Up,
Oh, I like
Squabble Up,
Squabble Up, but my
Squabble Up.
favorite is Peekaboo.
Oh, I love Peekaboo too. Now don't play.
I love me some Peekaboo.
What they talking about? They talking about now. What they
Now
talking about? They
they
talking about
talking
now.
about
What
what
they
they
talking about?
talking.
They
They
talking
talking
about
about
nothing.
nothing.
They talking
Yes,
about nothing. They talking
they
about
talking about
nothing.
nothing. Yes. And I'm gonna say this: Dodger Blue gets me every
Oh,
time
I love
too.
Dodger Blue. I love Luther. I love that whole album.
But
Actually,
I do
I
want
actually.
to say something because
Hmm.
me and of course like some of my other Kendrick like diehard people were talking, and we gonna say this. This takes nothing away from like his amazing performance
Hmm.
for Super Bowl.
Hmm.
But Kendrick was cold before this beef. Let's just
Hello.
always know that
He-
and
Excuse
say
me.
that.
Wait, 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 wait. Let it said and let it forever be said. Kendrick is the only rap hip hop artist with a Pulitzer.
With a Pulitzer Prize.
Can we just say
Yes.
that?
Can we say that?
And this didn't happen because of a rap beef.
No. That the guy been cold. He what?
He is a lyricist, and this
He
is
is
why
a
my
lyricist.
52, almost
He is
53-year-old self.
literally yes,
This
yes.
is why my 52, almost 53-year-old self has been completely immersed in this whole battle thing since what, March, April of last year. I have been down the rabbit hole, up and through the rabbit hole, okay? Created
But
my
you
own
also got to
host.
remember, you are a part of the generation where people were actually rapping and
Rapping,
telling
lyricist,
stories
and
for
this is the
real.
storyteller,
Yes,
okay? This man is a storyteller, lyricist,
yes,
wordsmith, and that's what I love. Do
yes.
I approve every message he's ever made in every
No,
song? I don't approve every message that anybody has ever made, even R&B and even gospel, okay, in any
yes,
song. But that man is a lyricist to his heart. He
yes,
is
he
a
is.
wordsmith, storyteller.
Yes, he
How
is.
can I not support that? How
Yes,
can I not be fully immersed in that? And then you have this dude who is pop pop. That's what I call him. Drake is
pop
pop
pop.
pop.
He's an R&B singer.
He is pop pop. He not even R&B. I will not even insult R&B singers by calling him one. He is not. That dude is
Put him
pop
next to
pop.
Johnny Gill.
Girl, stop playing. Put him next to Lufa. Lufa.
He could never.
Never. Okay. Put him next to Mario. Mario.
He could
Put
no.
he could never.
He could
Hell,
not.
put him next to Jodeci. Stop it. And
He
they
could
don't even
never.
he could never. So to call him R&B, people are pissing me off with that. He's pop hop. He
He's
is
very
somewhere pop and part of the hop from hip hop. He's not even hip hop. He is pop hop.
no. He's
That
not
dude is
hip
poppy.
hop.
And because like
And this is the thing. I think the problem is if he would have capitalized on that, right? If he would have
hello.
capitalized on being
Well,
pop pop,
but he
a little,
did. But he did though. That's the point. He did until he got
and then he
felt
started
he
listening
starts
to Two
smelling
Chains
himself.
and
He starts
forgot.
smelling himself. Like the song that Kendrick talks about.
Sorry, you had a bar mitzvah.
And being a colonizer, the song where he says you're not whatever, you're a colonizer. You go to it, you run to Atlanta when you need it. You run
A
to this
few
one,
dollars,
you run to all these people who actually live this,
like they about
and
the culture. Yeah.
you steal parts of it, right? And then you try to go monetize off of it. And that's
Yes.
been working for a while, but you cannot then smell yourself and think because you stole for years from other artists who don't have the notoriety, who don't have the scalability, right? Because marketing is about how you can promote and sell someone. And I'm sorry, I'm about to say something controversial. I don't care. It's true. Um, this world is about colorism,
It is.
and you can sell a Drake before you
Before you
can.
sell, before you can sell a Kendrick. However, our culture has been in dire need of truth. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Cat Williams literally turned the world upside down. It was
Did
almost
you,
like he was the John the Baptist for the moment.
girl,
He said,
did you hear
oh,
Kendrick
no, he
give Cat
didn't.
Williams a nod in his song?
Cat, yes. He said, let me tell you something. Cat Williams said everybody will be exposed this year.
And
Literally.
here's the thing. It's one thing for people to be exposed, but it's another, speaking to your point about the truth tellers, the truths.
Yes.
It's another for us to be ready for what is
To
being
hear the truth.
exposed.
Yes.
Yes. So that, I think, is, and this started with the pandemic. The
Yes.
pandemic slowed us down to make us more ready, more willing to open our
But
ear
they,
gates and our eye
yes.
gates. So it
And
set the
y'all was
stage
out
for
here
us.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Like y'all were sleeping.
Yes.
And then pandemic happened and
Mhm.
eyes got open, right?
Uh-huh. Eyes
And
and
people
ears.
tried to go back to eyes closed. And it was like, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
We can't
No.
go back to eyes closed.
No. Which is part of the election results, which is
Yes,
part of all these different things, but we are in a dispensation, a time, a season where we have to be fully awake.
yes.
All of this being lulled to sleep, you can die when you're lulled to sleep, right? So we have to be awake. And Kendrick is about, and y'all, let it forever be noted that we are not worshiping Kendrick. We love good artists when we see
Yes,
good
we do.
artists, and an artist with a message on top of that. So the Super Bowl, it pissed me off to the highest levels of pistivity. After the Super Bowl, I went on Facebook. First of all, if y'all had seen me, I told Antoine, I was like, man, you should have recorded that. But but we don't live with a camera. Like, just everything we
Yeah,
do is in
just
front of a
like
camera.
rolling.
So,
Yeah.
but if you could have seen me, Ash, you would have been
You
like,
should have told me I'm so
Auntie, y- you would have thought Auntie lost her mind. I literally rolled off the sofa, my whole body off the sofa, fell on the floor. Well, not fell. I intentionally rolled off the sofa, flipped on the floor, flipped upside down on my neck, screaming, kicking my feet up, doing the cycle in the air.
yes. Yes.
Antoine was looking at me like, this girl, he said, have at it, have your fun. I get it. But I was fully nourished. But the part that pissed me off to the highest level of pistivity, I went on Facebook and I saw someone that I thought had sense and had
Didn't.
wisdom.
Didn't.
It's amazing what a moment can show you about people.
Very much so.
It's so amazing. I saw
Very
this
much so.
person talk about how they were, I'll just say the person was not enthused by the performance and was bored. And I said, and this is a person, a black person, a black person who is supposedly in touch with the culture and with people. And I just saw that,
Oh,
and I immediately posted something right after, and I was like, what? And then you see over days with this person in their post, people coming in their comments like, I thought it was great. I thought it was it. You see the person, well, it was definitely symbolic and light message. I'm like, no, you didn't see any messaging. You didn't
no.
see any symbolism. You saw through the eyes of your understanding.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting how you can think a person is in tune.
And they not.
They are not.
And they're
It
not.
takes a moment to show you they're really not for even their own culture.
Yes.
they're really not even for their own people or the advancement of their people.
of their people.
And that is just, it was highly disappointing to me.
Oh, I
Like,
believe it.
even though the Bible tells us to put not our faith or our confidence in man, right? Put it in God. So people really shouldn't surprise us. But that kind of, I was like, oh, so you wanted Lil Wayne?
First of all, first of all, first of all,
You wanted to be, have
we
I not
all
entertained you?
love Lil Wayne. Lil
Ooh,
Wayne is
speak for
very
yourself.
nostalgic. When I say
No, we
we,
don't.
no,
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 we
no.
don't.
When we say we, I'm talking about millennials. For
Yeah, there
us,
you go.
Lil Wayne is nostalgic,
Uh
right?
huh. Uh
Young
huh.
Money is taking over for the Nan Nan and the 2000s, okay?
Way over my
All
head.
of the things,
Uh huh.
okay?
Hmm.
Somebody said it best. Lil Wayne not even healthy enough
That's the point.
to even do a full-fledged performance of that magnitude, right? And so we're not gonna even do that. It's, I'm gonna say this: Little Wayne, in some ways, paved the way, right? Him and Cash Money for our generation, right? For that Southern like ordeal in Twain, they
Hmm.
had their moment, and if you listen to Kendrick's album, he
Hmm.
said something to the ordeal of in so many work in so many words, his hard work let Little Wayne down,
Oh,
right?
that's what he said. He
Also
said he guessed
saying
his hard
like,
work. Mhm.
but also saying like he understands, right, what Little Wayne has done for the culture. However, Little Wayne is not healthy enough to even do the halftime performance.
And
I'm sorry.
here's
I
the
don't want
thing.
to hear him talking about licking like a lollipop
And
at
here's the
30
thing.
seconds.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I don't want to hear that.
So here's the thing. There is something for all of us, right?
Yes.
When we talk about art, art is not a monolith. There's no one type of
No.
art, right? So there's something for everyone, and people like different music. That's great. I have no issues with it. I don't think everybody should listen to just what I want them to listen to.
Mhm.
However, in times like these,
Yes.
times like this, we need an awakening. We
Yes.
don't need
We
songs
don't need
about,
taking over for the
you
nine
know,
and the 2000. I'm
we
sorry.
don't need some sexy songs for you.
No.
Do you know what that is?
I have no clue, but we don't.
Wait, that's Drake's album name.
Oh, that's the name of it. Oh, gee.
Some sexy songs for you.
With the
We don't.
weekend, right? Ain't it with the weekend?
No, 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 no. Party Next Door.
Same person to me. Sorry.
No, Drake doesn't even like The Weeknd.
The
But
weekend is the guy with the
yeah,
willow stuff.
yeah, yeah. The Weeknd is not a Drake fan. They have their issues, but
Man,
they do.
I
They are
love
not
that.
friends. They are not friends.
I love
But no, Party Next Door. We don't need some
who is
sexy
party
songs for
next.
you.
Why
Listen, listen,
okay,
girl. You
no,
didn't went too
okay.
far now,
I'm
asking them
sorry.
kind of questions.
I am
You
such
be
an
happy,
old woman. I said
be
party
happy,
next door.
girl. Be happy that I even know Party Next Door. But um, we don't need some sexy songs for
We
you.
don't.
No, this is not the season, and you gotta
Everybody's gonna do what they gonna do. We don't
and
need that.
learn to read the room. This is not the
Yes.
season for that. That dude. So wait, let's go back to Kendrick before we go to Drake because I definitely want to talk about one of the songs on some sexy songs for you. But let's go back to Kendrick, please. So that person that posted this thing, it was disappointing, whatever. But it spoke to a bigger issue. And the issue is no, we're not always going to see the same things at the same times. That's why
No.
God made us different. Here's the issue that I have. People won't know you're uninformed, or people won't know that you're not really for your own people, or people won't know that you're not plugged in and tapped in if you don't tell them.
Yeah.
I think here's the problem. People are so quick to be the first. I want to be the first one to post about it.
Right.
And it now, granted, I knew what the symbolism and the messaging was, which is why I threw myself off the sofa and flipped upside
Yes.
down on my neck because I saw the symbolism, I saw the messaging, and it wasn't that deep. It was deep, some of it was, but some
But
of
some
it
of
was
it was
so
very
overt.
just,
It was very
yeah.
surface. Sam Jackson
And he actually
literally,
said
he actually said, "No one
the
to play the
revolution will be
game."
televised.
Kendrick said the revolution will be
And he told
televised. You
y'all that
picked
he was the
the right
right
time, the
time
wrong
with the wrong
guy.
one, friend.
Sam Jackson actually said, "Do you know how to play the game?"
Yep.
The flag was there. I mean, there were so many things that were just overt and uncommon. How do you not see that? But whatever. Whether you see or don't see, that's not the issue. Whether you're for your people or not for your people, that's not the issue.
Yeah.
My issue was the fact that this one person, like almost immediately after the performance, that person is on Facebook talking about they were underwhelmed. And I said, nobody would know you were
Saw
bogus.
that too. A lot of
But yeah,
I saw people talking they were underwhelmed. And I was like, I'm
but 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 that's not even my issue. That's for you to deal with and your awakening, your whatever. I mean the fact that not we, many people are so quick because they think that many people are so quick to just be the first that you don't
yes,
take a moment to process. So, because you were so hasty and you want to be the first to give your opinion because you are all about these social media streets and you're trying to build a name for yourself and you're trying to do whatever it takes to be known and famous and that person, you put yourself out there to look like an idiot, an imbecile. And that's exactly what this person did. It showed me their lack of depth. It showed me their lack of connection. It showed me they not really like
uh,
us, even though they look like us. It showed me. And if you had just taken a moment to not be hasty,
that
to
part.
actually take the performance in, to be quiet. And some things don't need your opinion. Not your vocal. Talk to your family, talk in your house, talk in whatever. But that whole concept of
No,
I gotta be the first to say
yeah.
something, and
And I also don't
you loud
understand
and wrong.
that part. But we also talking about Kendrick, who did a performance. I can't remember what performance it was, and it was set in a jail,
Yeah,
and
I remember that one.
he had a saxophonist behind. But what were you expecting? It's always gonna be a message here, friend. It's
And it's
always gonna
always
be a
gonna be
message,
layered. It's gonna be
and it's
double,
gonna be
triple,
layered, and it's gonna be thought
quadruple
provoking.
entendre.
Like it's going to be all of the things. I don't know what you're expecting, but also shallow waters can find more shallow waters. That's how I feel. You too
But
deep. Thank
but
you.
yeah, I love that. I love it when people say that about me.
Thank
I think
you.
that's the best compliment in the world. It ain't that deep. You too deep. Thank you. I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it. There's some depth
That's right.
to me. But the concept of this person running, jumping out there, that was a lesson to learn. Sometimes, this is my message to anyone viewing this. It's okay to take a beat.
It is.
Sometimes gather yourself and stop speaking impulsively. Sometimes let your words be measured. The
Yes.
Bible even talks about it. And this person knows the Bible.
Ooh,
Be slow to speak.
and
Slow.
ooh,
Be slow to speak
very much so.
because you will find yourself being embarrassed by your own mouth sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes you will. And that's the lesson. That's literally everything else. Whatever you saw or didn't see, if you liked it or didn't like it, that's a matter of choice. That's a matter of depth, whatever. I'm not judging that. What I am judging is the fact that you're so fast to speak that you were loud and wrong real fast when you could have just been measured and taken a moment. Take a beat. That is a life lesson for us all. Take a beat. It's okay. People won't know you lack intellect or depth if you don't open your mouth sometimes.
That part.
That's my lesson coming from the auntie section. That's my lesson.
See, I thought you was gonna go somewhere else with that.
Nah, nah, nah,
The
nah.
reason why I say that because you know a couple of weird people. It was down mine. Girl, shut up.
Oh,
Wow.
I saw that too.
It was down mine.
Wait, did you see the part where somebody said those were the steps of Solomon's temple? He was I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
Make it make
what?
sense, friend.
He was dividing a flag and
That
showing
part
how America has been
is
built on
divided.
the backs of the
It had been on the
us,
backs of black folk,
we people, we the people, okay? We the people.
especially
We,
black men.
what are you talking about? What
Baby,
just
these people
it,
are weird, but weird.
so Kendrick, if I had more than two thumbs, you'd
This
get
is a
all of
Kendrick
them.
Stan account.
And even to those who are saying stuff like, why didn't he perform? I saw so many people saying,
There
I
was a
want
lot
to,
of people that were mad that he didn't perform his
we
old
gonna be
stuff.
all right. All right.
No, no, no.
Wait,
But
wait,
even
wait.
beyond that,
I know, I saw some others, but this is the one I want to talk about. People talking about why didn't he perform all right? Because he did that already.
he
He did
did.
it what 2 years ago when he was there with Dr. Dre and all of them, Mary J and 50 and Eminem and Snoop. He did that. That's what I mean about long and wrong.
Yep.
Loud, long and wrong. Just
But they wanted him to
sometimes.
perform his old stuff
And he performed some of them.
and
He did
he
DNA.
performed.
He did
Yep.
be humble.
Yep. No,
He
no, no,
did
no.
all
Not just that. They talking about Section 80 stuff. Um,
again, again. If
like
he performed,
all of that stuff. But my
wait,
biggest thing is
go ahead.
this is my thing.
Hmm.
Artists usually perform the things that are inspiring them at the moment, right? They perform what's inspiring them. They perform what they think is important,
What's
right?
relevant? Hmm.
And what's relevant. And I feel like he has the say so, right? To perform whatever he wants to in his catalog.
Duh. Like
Nobody went up to perform. Nobody was like, why he ain't
he
perform?
should have performed
He should
this.
have performed.
But here's the thing.
Anything.
What artist is going to be on the largest stage that they will likely have in their lives?
Yes,
Okay, because of the reach of the Super Bowl and how many people around the world watch the Super Bowl.
yes.
What artist is not going to promote their new stuff? Not to
Exactly.
mention
First of all,
seven
he
of the
about to go
oh,
on tour on top of
and
that.
and seven of the songs that he performed, he has the rights to. What do you call it?
Yes.
What is it called?
I know what you're saying.
Uh,
He owns
wh-
the
what'd you say, Antoine? Thank you, masters.
yes,
He has the masters to
Master
seven
too.
of them.
Yep,
Why wouldn't he perform those? Because they're going to
exactly.
perform better after people hear it. People who would have never heard him before
Hold
will
on.
hear
Guess
that and
what?
listen
Guess
to
who
that.
also
And
did
so
that?
now,
Guess who also did it? Taylor
huh?
Swift. Taylor Swift. They ain't say nothing about
Hello.
him, but I'm a man my business. They ain't say nothing
But in him performing his masters, because he's still an artist,
Thank
right?
you.
And what artist doesn't want to prosper? Da da. So if he has his masters to seven of them, of course, those are going to go through the roof once people hear them, like
Exactly.
people who would have normally never heard him. So now he's going to make more money and he brings more ears to it. So why would
Yeah.
what y'all want?
And he
Yeah, what
performed my favorite song from him, which is Hood Politics, right? But I
right.
also don't feel like it was the moment for
Why
them,
would
right?
he? And I think he performed the songs he needed to perform in
Yes,
that moment. I think Kendrick is wise enough. I think his pen is lethal enough. I
yes.
think he has enough in his
And he
catalog.
pushed the envelope just
He
enough.
pushed the envelope enough, and he pushed it more than I've seen anybody else on that stage push it ever.
That
So
part.
he did what he was supposed to do. He actually showed up for the assignment, created the assignment, completed the assignment, and got an A+ on the assignment. So now what? And everybody got so much to talk about and so much to say. Where's your creativity? That's what
That
I want to
part.
see. I
That
want to
part.
see what you creating artistically.
That part. And that you putting out there for the world to see, not afraid to judge and critique and maybe even disagree with. And he did
Now,
it while y'all look funky.
bring it back, Nisi.
Sorry. Can't say
She was
that.
about to go there. I get it. I get it. I've had to pull back too. So Kendrick, bravo, 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 my brother.
We love it.
Okay, now before we go to Love Is Blind, please let's talk about some sexy songs for you, girl. Because I don't know how you and Vince got through Valentine's Day or any day without investing in some sexy songs for you.
When it's
Insert comedy here.
okay, insert when it's good,
So,
you don't need to play no songs all the time. But I'm in my business.
so Drake came out with some sexy songs for you. He and Party Next Door. And I am not gonna sit
I
here and
turned it on. I don't like
you what
to.
you did
I
what?
turned it on and then I turned it off.
So I didn't necessarily turn anything on because I'm not spending a penny. Listen, I won't even listen
Oh
to
no,
it.
no, I ain't spend nobody money.
Okay. I got you, got you, got you,
Uh-uh.
got you.
No,
So
no.
I listened to some of the people that I like on TikTok, and they were like reviewing some of the songs, just snippets. I am not impressed, number one, but I knew I
He's
wouldn't
giving
be.
wine and cheese.
Seriously. Seriously. It's giving I cannot read a room. It's giving I refuse to read a room. It's giving I have no self-awareness. It's giving I have given up. That's what it's giving for me. But one song in particular,
Wait, that just reminded me. Wait, that just reminded me of this British grandmother who watched Kendrick's performance and was like, "Somebody check on Drake."
I saw her. I saw her. I saw her. Say Drake.
First of all, wait, hold on. Did somebody had a picture of him when he was like, "Say Drake." I said,
Say
when we
Drake.
say it to our face, this what we mean. This what we mean.
I
This
have to
is
do it.
what we mean.
Say Drake. I'm like,
This is
oh
what we mean.
my
No,
goodness.
no, when he said, you know they like to sue. I said,
Oh my goodness. What song? Yes. Whew, that man was on 10. He just did not
oh,
listen. I can't say what I want to say, but anyway, he didn't give any F's. That's all I got to say about that. He
not one.
gave no F's. I don't even think he had an F to give. I don't think he
However,
had.
I listened to maybe like two or three, and you know, you like, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
and then I just gave up. I just gave
So I listened to the guy who was reviewing it and
up.
snippets, and and this is not well, it is bias. Everything we do is bias. It's based on our likes, right? So that's a bias. The only bias is not from Kendrick. It's just based on what my ears like. My ears were not pleased, nor were they tickled. But the song that I
You had
really want
better
to
songs
focus on,
before that.
yeah, even though I never liked Drake. You need to call me on my cell phone. Dun,
That
dun,
song,
dun.
that
Late night
song
when you
was
need my love.
not.
Wait, what's the other one? Kiki. Kiki,
Kiki, do you
do you
love
love me? Are you right? Say never, never. I have
it?
never been a fan. I have never been a fan. I think that's
I
and it's
think I think he has good club songs. That's
And I think for a select group of people, it's probably good. Younger people, I think he needs to learn that he's not in his 20s anymore. I
yes.
don't think he has that. No one's told him. I don't think he has awareness. And so he has this song called Now, the climate where
What's the name of it? Let me look that up.
I'm about to tell you, but in a climate where you just were slaughtered, buried, cremated, put back together, slaughtered, buried, and cremated again, and talking about a PDF file. In a climate like that, you make a song called Give Me a Hug.
Let me see. Give me a hug.
Look at the words, girl. Look at the words. Y'all out there, y'all know the words. But
Maybe he said he need a hug.
that dude said, "Give me a hug," and here's the thing: in the song, he keeps repeating it, and he says some other things, about buying women on a lot.
You lying.
He's talking a lot about buying women on this, and how he can pay for a woman and give her money and all this. So, but in that
Maybe
song,
take intimidate. Take a minute. Take a deep breath.
oh, she's gonna read a few
Okay.
words. Here's story time with
Oh,
Ash.
this is what he wants people to say. Drizzy, you amazing. You the inspiration. You set the bar for the next generation. You Neo in the Matrix. These niggas just Nemo in the ocean, small fish making kids feel emotion. No friend, nobody saying that. What a hug part.
Are you reading? Give me a hug.
Give me
It's
a
GI.
hug. Give me a hug. Give me. How many times do you?
That's what I
Oh,
said. He
it
keeps
says
repeating it.
you ends is hating the boy for sure. The women
Uh-huh.
in love walk in the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
I
See,
miss
here we go.
you O's.
Here we go.
Give me a hug.
In the strip club. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that you work in the club, know that
Mm-hmm.
these people might judge, but F it. You family to us. So come over here and give me some love. Yeah, give me a hug. I miss you O's. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. What can I say? I miss you girls. I'm stuck in my ways. Princess Gigi Pooh. So you gonna name? I wanna do he got no more retainer? I'm just sorry. Princess Gigi Pooh Pink. Luxury.
Listen,
Y'all
listen,
gotta come
listen.
to the stage. Y'all gotta come to the stage. Yeah, come to
Ash,
the stage
Ash.
and
This.
show me
Wait a
some
minute.
love.
Wait a minute,
You
Ash.
know
This
how
was
I'm coming. I'm giving
Ash.
it up.
Stop
The
it. Would you
internet.
stop? The millennial has run amok. This was your moment to put your acting chops on display.
He ain't
I
got
wanted
nothing.
you.
He played
I'm
a
talking.
boy in a
Ash,
wheelchair.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. This was your moment. This was story time with Ash. You were supposed to
Okay.
be
Okay, I'm
delivering.
very sorry. I should have read it in my best voice. Listen, come to story time. Here we go. Truly, you're amazing. You
Okay.
inspiration. You set the bar for this generation. You nail in the matrix. These N words should know action. Small fish making kids feel emotion. It's giving Dr. Nasty Seuss.
Okay, wait.
Hey,
I
okay,
have to give
sorry.
wait, I have to give you something. Wait. Okay, so yeah, I know that you work in the club. Cause these are some sexy songs for you. So wait. Yeah, I know that you work in the club. Know that these people might judge, but F it. You family to us. So
It sounds like a Teddy Pendergrass.
wait a minute. So come on over here, girl.
Oh
a-
no, friend.
And give me some love.
I'm gonna tell you where he messed up. When
Yeah.
you start naming the
Uh-uh.
strippers' names,
Wait. Yeah. You over there. Uh-huh. Give me a hug. I miss you, O's. Give me a hug.
we don't want no hug.
Give me, give me a hug.
What kind of hug?
What can I say, girl? Huh,
No,
huh.
no,
I miss you, girls.
no,
You know I'm stuck in my ways.
no.
Princess. Yo, Gigi. Pooh. First of all, you're a grown man calling somebody
Oh,
poo.
this is
But
another thing. Hold on.
wait,
Hold on. You
wait.
missed it. Hold on. Listen. No. Listen to this. Just
She
I
said no.
found one more verse.
Come on. Wait. He said,
Cause
F a
if
rap.
I die,
Wait. He hard. He hard. They be dropping that ish, but we dropping harder ish. First of all, who is writing this stuff? He wrote this one.
no, no,
Uh
no. Cause if I die,
wait. F a rap beef. I'm trying to get the party lit. You almost
wait,
40.
not getting no hug. You
You almost
wait.
40.
Hold on,
Talking about you
friend.
trying to get a party
Hold
lit.
on,
And
friend.
F a rap beef. Well, we saw that you said
The
F a
man
rap beef
said,
because you
no, no, no. Because
sucked.
how did we go from getting a hug? This how you know he's losing it. God bless his soul. Funny how it's only B N words that
Uh-huh.
are waiting on the boy's obituary. How we get
Uh-huh.
here? Because if I die, it's these N words that become the sole beneficiary. And what the F are they gonna do with it? Have the girls up at 29 on stage twerking with addiction? What? Twerking with a dictionary.
See, if I believed in twerking, I would twerk on camera with a dictionary, but I don't believe in none of that. Just to be funny. But
How do we
like
go from this is you, everybody praising you to now they want you dead?
they praising you, they want you dead. And what are they gonna do with the throne? They're gonna have women on the stage to give me a
And
hug. Give me a hug.
you
He
naming
is
strippers I mean, it reminded me of DMX, Keisha, Sabrina. Like what here?
Michelle, because he put my name in there. I was like, oh, I made it. Okay. All right, I see you, D-Max. I
I'm
know, I
just
knew.
saying.
Uh-huh.
But DMX is a whole nother different caliber
He
of
was. He
rapper.
was. He
However,
absolutely
I'm
was.
just saying, like, in all of those names, they should Pinky, Luxury. What?
This one is Pooh
Yes.
and Gigi
And
and
Gigi,
Princess.
Princess, and
Listen,
Luxury.
listen, listen. This is a person who doesn't know how to read the room. And
Yes,
I think seriously we're making fun and light and everything,
we
but
are.
it is really it's symbolic to the world. Like I think Arrested Development is very heavy in the world. People don't want to grow
And let's
up.
also talk about how much validation he's wanting at
People
this
he
moment.
needs. He's very insecure. He's lost. He really is.
Yeah,
But this song, because it just shows the level of disconnection.
yes.
You have been called by people across the world in with the Grammys when Kendrick won the 5 Grammys and he walked up to people screaming A minor on at the Grammys, everybody in the audience. So you have to wonder what has Drake
You would have been
done to
better
these
off
people,
dropping a conscious album.
or just waiting. See, that's the
Right.
thing. Like,
And so
wait.
that's a yes.
But even the whole concept of give me a hug, A minor, you have been called this for almost a year and you showed that this is what you do. You even respond to the song naming Millie Bobby Brown. Nobody named her, but this is who you're thinking. I don't want Millie. Like what? You have and who are the people around you? There are so many lessons to learn for everyday people in this battle and how he approached it as opposed to how Kendrick approached it. The people around you matter, and not just the people around you, but that you listen to the people around you. What type of people, the caliber, and then do you honor these people by listening to them? Because
That's
there's no way I could be around this dude and he released something like this after all of this going on. um the give me a hug is that dude, that grimy nasty dude that looks like his eyelashes stink. It's that dude you ain't seen. You walking down the street, you go into a store, you're at a party, a gathering for your family, you're anywhere, and he's that grimy, nasty PDF file, probably. Where
that
my hug at? Hey, girl, you looking good. Where my hug at? He is a where my hug at dude.
he is.
And he says he's in a strip club. Where my hug at?
But
Give me a
I think
hug. Give
the
me a
saddest
hug. Give
part
me a hug.
about it is him not even taking the time to like process the moment.
That's my point. You cannot read a room.
To process the moment. I'm gonna say this. And I don't mean to bring up Kendrick, but I think one of Kendrick's superpowers,
Mhm.
even when he's making art, is taking his time.
Yes. Listen, that speaks to what I was talking about with the person who immediately posted on Facebook who didn't take a beat. Take
No,
some time. You do not have to be the first one to say something. You can be impactful. What you say should be measured and thought
yeah,
out. And you don't have to say something about everything, first of all.
no.
You don't. Then there's a larger conversation that I won't have today about support in our community, especially, and how we support best. Um, I think we're still learning that. Like sometimes silence is support.
Yes, it is.
Silence can be support. But when you talk about being measured, like Kendrick, and that was one of the, in the beginning of the beef, what's his name? Drake came out with two diss songs. One of them was
He did.
AI, but and he was like taunting Kendrick because it took
Yeah.
Kendrick about
It can
17 days to respond because Kendrick has wisdom. That's what wisdom is. Wisdom makes you sit in the moment and consider and strategize. It is
re-
the foolish man that speaks before he thinks. That's the foolish dude. That's the foolish dude that has to have so many words. That's just constantly, I gotta be first to say it. That's the fool. A
Yep.
fool is known by his many words. And
Yes.
that's, there's so many lessons. I would love to just I actually want like group. I don't know. I'll figure it out. A group on how we can dissect the messaging and
The
the life
messages.
lessons in this beef, in this rap
Yeah,
beef, because there are so many. They
it
are so
is.
plenteous. So anyway, we're 39 minutes in, girl. So go into your Love Is Blind because we got to get off of Drake.
So I haven't really. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Hmm.
I got to the third episode and said, "This is a snooze fest." I First of all, it was very vanilla ice cream, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
It was very vanilla ice,
Very salt, light pepper.
and I was like, "What is happening here?" And then
Well,
it was just,
maybe they received the memo about no DEI, so they don't have to.
"That's true."
That's the first thing I thought of. When I saw this season, I'm like, "Oh, is it because
It
did they get the
it's
memo
boring.
early and said, well, we don't have to, so
And
we're
I
good."
know it's boring because all of the Love is Blind TikTok influencers, they're like, this, I'm yawning.
It's boring and most of the men look alike. I'm like, "Which
Yes, they
white
do.
boy is
Oh
this?"
my
I
God.
don't
Somebody
who
just posted that in the Love is Blind group that I'm in. They like, I'm so
girl.
confused. All these men look alike.
It's so hard. I'm like, "Who wait, I thought he was with wait, I don't
I
even
thought he was
know.
with Mandy. No, Beth. No. What?
Madison or it's like they're interchangeable yeah, maybe they received the memo earlier about DEI and so they decided, "Hey, we don't have to, so we're not going to. We'll put a splash in there, a sliver."
It's bad. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and what I mean by that is, I'm gonna say this. Were previous seasons like, okay, y'all, this is a lot of drama. Okay,
Yeah.
y'all not showing us some stuff.
Mhm.
But this is this is uneventful.
They've gone from one extreme to another.
We it's a documentary. We didn't ask for a documentary. Who is
This girl just said this is the Love Is Blind documentary.
doing it? Whoever decided to fire him today.
There is one girl, and I cannot remember if this is Madison. I think her name is something with an M. And early on, first of all, it is very boring. Everything is drawn out. They show way too much. It's like I need to see them drinking water. I don't really care. I don't
Yes,
just it's really horrible. It's hard to watch. But there's one girl, and she's no longer in the she didn't make it to the marriage, engagement.
got it.
This girl should be on someone's sofa getting some therapy instead of Love Is Blind. And that's part of what I want them to I don't understand how they do their casting. How are you picking these
Nobody.
people? Are these people balanced individuals? Because this girl there were so many holes in her story. She said she came from parents who were addicted to drugs. Then she said she was raised in the church. Then there was another story that there were like three conflicting stories, and I'm like, does she remember she said something totally contradicting that just the last episode? Like, and she ended up not getting picked, but she was playing all types of Jedi mind tricks, and
Oh my
I'm just
God.
yeah, it was bad. It was bad, and I'm so happy that the guy, the one she actually so-called wanted, I was happy that he didn't pick her. She was very toxic, highly toxic,
Ah,
and he's
okay.
like, "I don't I can't honestly, because they have a certain time frame in which they have to propose or leave the show."
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "We're not ready for the proposal. We're not ready to be engaged." And I was so happy that he didn't.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, this season it sucks eggs, spoiled rotten eggs really bad. It's horrible. I don't even have anything else to say. Like all the
I don't
couples kind of
either.
look alike.
It has
They
to stop. Like, whatever this
except one
documentary
couple.
style is, don't do it again. We
There's
don't want it.
there's
And
one
when
black couple.
and also we need some Indian curry spices, some
Like
Laura salt,
they've had Asian, just all
some
types of.
Asian. Yeah, I mean, do it all, friends. We want to see
And
everybody.
here's the thing, even with speaking to that. I want people to stop saying DEI. And even though I've said that in this recording. I want people to say the words diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Inclusion.
I think we remove ourselves, not we, because we don't do this, but I think they remove themselves from what it is by calling it the acronym.
I
No,
mean,
say the words.
but
Say
we don't.
that you don't want diversity, you don't want equity, and you don't want inclusion. Say the weird thing. That
Yes,
is weird that you don't want diversity, that you don't want equity, that
and
you
we
don't
don't
want
want
inclusion.
inclusion.
And I want you, Ash, when you make this video, these videos, please, please, please pull that out as
Yes.
a reel. Say the weird thing. I
I
don't
mean,
want
even in that, we
diversity,
don't
equity, and inclusion.
inclusion.
Say that
I
because
mean,
that's what you're saying. It's not DEI. What does that mean? And so you find these companies, they're saying, oh, we've pulled back our DEI. No, say that you have pulled
order.
back. Say that
Yep.
you don't want it.
Yep. Say
Because
that you
what is
say
that?
also that you don't want to have to be required, right?
Yes, yes.
You don't want to be
And,
required.
and
Because even in
why?
that, we haven't seen any people that are not able bodied on Love is Blind either. I'm just saying we haven't.
That's weird. And it's racist. And let's call a thing a thing. That's what it is. So again, with the Love is Blind thing, it's like that's the first thing that came into my mind. Oh, did they know this is coming?
It's
Because of course it's
given,
recorded
you know what it's given?
beforehand.
It's given real world back in the day when it was
Yeah.
all white folk and it was only one black person. It was just weird.
And the people, oh, going back to the Super Bowl, I have to go back to for a second because you just brought that up.
Okay.
I saw this woman TikTok, you know, it was she didn't say it was too black, but that's basically what she was saying about Kendrick's halftime performance. And what if we had a all white Super Bowl?
I
Have you
saw that.
missed? Girl,
I
have you
never
missed how
no
many
somebody's like,
Super
I didn't see
Bowls?
one white dancer
How many Super Bowls have you missed? Because most of them
be
have been all white. Are you insane? Or are you just a little dumb around the edges? Like, what are you
but I'm gonna
talking
also
about?
say y'all didn't say nothing about that. Let me tell you something. They didn't say nothing about that when Beyonce was performing. They didn't say nothing about that when Usher was performing. And
No.
they had just as many black dancers.
But it's about the messaging. It is
Yes.
about the reprimand. It is about exposing, and Childish Gambino's words, this is America.
Yep.
Don't catch us slipping now.
Yep.
This is America. That's why they've tried to come down so hard on him. But
Yep.
you know what I love? I love the fact, and we're back on the Super Bowl. But I love the fact that I have seen so many reactions to his performance where people
That
were at
were
home with their
positive.
cameras, but their cameras were up, and these are white people, these are people of color, all types of people from all across the world watching, and these are white people, many dancing off beat and enjoying
Yes.
themselves. I
Yes.
have loved that so much. Like I've watched so many of those videos, and young and old. And I don't
Yes.
know what kind of special sauce Kendrick has on these songs, but these babies love his music.
Oh my God. When I tell
Girl,
you Jace, his favorite song from him is We Gonna Be, he like, and but then when they not like us, come on, he be like, must have on the beat, boat, beat, boat. I like, that's not the song.
oh my gosh, girl, I have seen babies. When I say
Oh
babies, I
yeah.
mean like 5, 6 months
It,
waiting, and then they hear a song, they start bouncing. Have you seen the birds?
it
There was a
reminds me of when Kendrick did that concert in Compton. And he
yes,
let the kids come up there.
yes,
And he was so tickled that he couldn't even
yes,
finish the
yes,
song
yes.
because they were just like, period, friend. This is our song.
This man has some special sauce for these kids and animals. Dogs
Yes,
barking to it, birds chirping to it. I saw a bird, a parakeet or something, literally dancing off of the song
Yes,
in the living. I was like, what is happening? What?
yes. But I'm gonna say this, and I've been thinking about this ever since we've been talking, and this might
Okay.
fix the mood.
Okay.
But I was thinking about Beyonce, okay,
Okay.
and how she finally won Album of the Year.
She did. Hmm.
And it was for a country album.
She did.
And one thing I know a lot of people, Beyonce, some people don't like Beyonce, but I'm
Uh-huh.
going to say this. The fact that she did this country album and did not not include black people who were already doing this, you have to give her kudos.
And she also, with these racists who are so against her, and so listen, I'm not a Beyonce fan. I don't even pretend to
I'm
be,
not a
right?
fan the way I used to be, but you
I'm not.
gotta under
But
you.
but but
You
here's
have to
here's the
respect her
thing.
work ethic, and
That's
you
what I was.
have to respect her creativity.
Listen, I am not. I don't pretend to be. I don't whatever. However, I take nothing from her.
No,
I can't. I can't. That woman has gotten she arrived where she is by the work ethic, by being
yes,
focused, by being creative, by being all the things. I am taking nothing from her. And that night, I was rooting for everybody black. So she
that part.
won, and I was quite happy. But
Yes,
also, in addition to what you were saying, like the black people, she also included white people
she did
in the country
in
industry.
the
Like
country industry.
and
Yep,
and the she didn't she redo one of Dolly Parton's songs?
she did.
Didn't she do a song with Miley
She redid
Cyrus?
a Beatles song too.
White Beatles.
White.
Miley wasn't Miley Cyrus on a song with her? Didn't they do a
Yep.
duet? What are y'all talking about?
And
Like,
she
please let's
also
stop.
let y'all know that it was black
We
country
created it
was our
anyway.
stuff first. Thank you very much.
As with most things in
Yes.
America.
So and she let y'all know that because this is the thing. Black people were singing country first. It
Of
was just
course.
when we were singing it, it wasn't getting the notoriety that it was supposed to get. So we start giving our songs to white
White
country
people to
artists.
present. Hmm.
Thank you.
Hmm.
So don't be
The
fooled.
The same way so often white groups would come and get black groups to sing for them and then put their white faces on the cover of albums in the
Yes,
50s, the 60s. Can we stop, please? But it was black voices singing it.
yes.
And this, say the weird thing. Have you
But they
used to see that
also
video,
hold on.
right?
But you know they
Say
also
the
were
weird thing. Say it. Just say I'm a racist. Just say that.
but let's
Just
also
say it.
say they were saying how back in I think it was in like 2016 or something, she performed with the Dixie Chicks, and they said people were
Again,
literally walking out of the CMAs.
just say the weird thing. That woman, that video, I love that video. They haven't been playing that video. You saw she used to do all, people would stitch her video. Say the weird thing.
Say the
I
weird
want people
thing.
to say the weird thing. I'm a racist. I don't like the blacks. Just say the weird thing. Because
I
all these
just
excuses you're giving, it's fake, it's phony, it's disingenuous,
did.
and you need to just stop.
But
Just say it.
I mean, in my head, and I seen this girl, I think it was Tanner or Adele. It was one of them, whichever one of those artists.
Hmm.
She showed how she went from 1 year being at a Beyonce concert to the
Hmm.
next year performing at the
Wow.
Hollywood Bowl with her.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah.
Like people that we knew nothing about that were
Yeah.
black and singing country.
Yeah.
And now you're on a Grammy award winning album.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah.
And these are young people.
Mm.
They,
That's amazing. And that's what we need more of. We do
yes,
need more of the mentorship and those that have gone before to bring those up who are coming up. Bring them up. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So, what Love is Blind is a wash. I don't know if we want to
I don't
find
know if we're gonna
something
ever go back to
else.
that. No.
It's a
Let's
wash.
also let's also say Kendrick has contributed to healthy mental health.
That's what I was going to end this with. The fact that we have talked for 54 minutes and it's predominantly been about
Yes.
the
And it
halftime
has,
show.
and it's been joy. It's been joy.
Listen, this is a trying season, a trying time with the new administration trying
Yes.
to remove all black um impartation, importance,
Yes.
everything we've
Relevant.
done. Yeah, everything. And that whole, well, he just did something. He's going to do something for Black history. Stop it with that. Stop it. I don't care about a monument. I don't care about anything like that. When you are taking money out of individuals who need it the most, out
Yes.
of their pockets, out of their households, you save your monuments and your carnivals or whatever crap you're doing. You're intentional about what you're trying to do. That man said, and probably every episode that we record, I want to remind the people that that dude said, I want to take it back and make America great again. He said, I want to take it back 300 years. I want you to remember that every time you hear him speak and he
That
creates
part.
these policies, every time he is removing a benefit, the fact that they are messing with Medicaid, Medicare, and Social
And social
Security,
security.
these
Yes.
are things that we pay for. You're not
That
giving me
part.
anything. Since started working at 17, I have paid into my Social Security. How dare you get your hands off my money? Okay, get your hands off my money. But Kendrick has been the reprieve that we need,
Needed.
that
Mhm.
balance, because we can't be inundated with this
That
horrible,
part.
horrific stuff every single day, all day long, to be walking in fear. And I want to remind you, whether you're a believer or not, there's a healthy fear, and
It is.
then there's this treacherous fear that comes from the enemy that wants to remove your peace,
Torturing fear.
yeah, that torturing fear that wants to make you imbalanced so you make poor choices.
Yes.
That's the kind of fear that this administration is leading from. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind.
Yes.
And I quote that scripture because everything that they're doing in this administration is trying to remove our power. It's trying to make us walk in hate, and it's trying to remove our sound mind. So we know it's not of God. It's not of anything created in, of, or for love. This is not about love. This is about control. It is about the oligarchy. It's about being a
Yes.
king. It's all
It's
that
about
stuff.
dictatorship. It's about theocracy if they can make it that as well.
Absolutely. This has nothing to do with goodness or God. So, and that's why I quoted that scripture, because
And let's
everything,
also
go
say
ahead.
this. If they are taking diversity, equity, and inclusion out of a requirement for companies, imagine what they actually want for the country. Imagine what they actually
And and unfortunately, with your votes, you out there who's watching this who hates this whole episode, but voted for him, he doesn't care about you either.
surely do.
He does not care about you, which is why so many people lost their jobs.
There was actually a federal worker
Hmm.
who
I
got
saw it.
laid off,
I saw
and
it.
he said, I voted for him
Hmm.
and I still got the brunt.
Yeah.
So that should
Be-
tell you that this is not about whether you voted for him or not. If you are collateral damage, you will be just that.
and it's not even about your vote. He doesn't care about you. He
Not
cares
no,
about white millionaires and billionaires, male, not even white people. No,
no.
white male millionaires and
Yes.
billionaires. That is
If
where
you
his
notice
care
that
resides.
it's no women around.
Have you seen oh my gosh, it's called something. I was just reading it earlier today. It's called something, my menopausal brain, but the thing where they're trying to remove, if your name is different as a woman than what is on your birth certificate because you got married and you took on your husband's name, they want to actually take your vote. Only the husband will be able to vote in that household. Now we knew this because of Project 2025, and Vance was
Yes,
talking
but
something
guess
about
what?
this during the campaigning, and now it's
Blessedly,
trying to come
I've
to
never
pass.
changed my name.
Mm, that's
I've never
that is
changed
a blessing.
my
See,
name.
I hated my maiden name. I absolutely couldn't stand it,
I
so I
mean, at
changed it.
work, I go by everything, right?
But
But
legally,
legally, I have
on
not
your
changed.
social security, yeah, yeah.
No.
So there are steps though that we can take. I have to look that up to tell you exactly what it's called. I was just reading it earlier, and I'd heard about it before, and then saw it in writing. I'm like, wow, yeah.
That's crazy.
hmm So that's that. But Kendrick is bringing levity. Kendrick has
Yes,
brought some joy. And that's the thing. We talked about this, I think, the last episode. Find things that bring you joy.
yes,
Because if we
all
keep
the
looking at all of the shootings, I was going to say shootings. I said it. If we keep looking at the news, if we keep
yes,
looking at this administration and what they're doing, the havoc they're wreaking, if all we're digesting and ingesting is that,
what's up
we
there?
will end up sick and depraved just like them.
Yes,
So find your places of joy
please.
for your good mental health.
Please. All
This has
right.
been a good episode.
Yes, it has been. You can
Thank you all for
always,
watching. Let us know
yeah,
what
I
you want
know,
to
about
hear
to go
about.
through the whole entire gamut.
I know. That's why I'm like, let me stop. Let us know what you want to talk about, what you want to hear about, some topics, some discussions. Let us know the hot topics in your life
Yes.
and what you'd like to get our input on. Thank
Yes,
you.
you can always follow our YouTube at Hey Auntie and Ash. You can also follow our Instagram at Hey Auntie and Ash as well. You can follow me at I am Ash Janelle on Instagram, at Ash Janelle on Facebook, and on YouTube as Notes with Ash. You can always follow the auntie at Out of My Shell the Voice on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, Out of My Shell the Voice on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
Out of My
Coach Michelle
Shell the Voice.
Jackson. Coach
Coach
Michelle
Michelle
Jackson.
Jackson on Facebook. See?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I ain't done this in the minute.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
But you can follow us on all of the socials, and we cannot wait to see you guys next week.
Yes.
Week.
Next time.
All right.
See
See you.
y'all. Take care of your mental health.
Bye.